Okay, this is Prep Test 74, Section 4, number 13. A mayor says, to keep our neighborhoods clean, every street in town will be swept at least once a month. If a neighborhood needs more frequent sweepings due to excessive dirt from major construction, for example, that neighborhood will be qualified for interim sweepings. Okay. So we're doing every street in town once a month, but then if you need more, you can be qualified for interim sweepings. So, well, all requests, here's how you request the interim sweeping. All requests for interim sweepings from qualified neighborhoods will be satisfied immediately. Wow. Wow. Okay. That sounds like 100% bullshit to me. I don't understand how the mayor intends to accomplish this. All requests? What? Do you know how many crazy people there would be requesting street sweeping every day or 10 times a day? And you're going to satisfy those requests immediately? How do you do that? Immediately? Really? Like that? That's immediate. I don't. Do you mean the next day? Do you mean that week? Do you mean sometime that month? Or what the hell are you talking about, Mayor? I don't buy it. If all the mayor's statements are true, then which one of the following must also be true? It's just a must be true question. Which one of these 5 has to be true and can't possibly be false based on what the mayor has said? Must be true question. So there's one here that must be true. That means there's 4 answers that could be false. Anything speculative, anything more than what the mayor said, that's going to be dismissed. I'm looking for something that seems boring and obvious based on only what the mayor has said. So A says, all neighborhoods in which construction is underway are qualified neighborhoods. No, we don't know that because it said, as an example, if you have excessive dirt from major construction, then you would be qualified. But we don't know that all neighborhoods are getting excess dirt. And just because you have construction doesn't mean you're having major construction. So A is a bad answer. B, all qualified neighborhoods will get their streets swept more than once a month. Nope, doesn't have to be true because it said if there's a request for an interim sweeping from a qualified neighborhood, then that would be satisfied immediately. But just because you're qualified doesn't mean you're going to get the sweeping. We need somebody to make the request first. That's what's wrong with B. C, no street will be swept more than once a month unless it's located in a qualified neighborhood. No, we know that every street in town will be swept at least once a month. And also, by the way, we're going to just go ahead and sweep, Rodeo Drive every fucking day because it's Rodeo Drive. And also wherever the mayor lives, that one's going to get swept every day. We don't know that you're not going to sweep some of the streets more than once. We just don't know that. D, a qualified neighborhood that requests an interim sweeping will have its streets swept more than once a month. Well, if every street in town is going to be swept at least once a month, and if interim requests from qualified neighborhoods are going to be satisfied immediately, then that's at least twice. So I think D has been proven by the given facts. I like D a lot. E, no street in an unqualified neighborhood will be swept more than once a month. That is confusing sufficient for necessary. If you picked E, you have made the same mistake that's still behind me on the board here. It's the most important flaw on the LSAT. It's something that you really got to get tuned into. The answer here is not E because it confuses sufficient for necessary or confuses necessary for sufficient. I don't care if it's a mistaken reversal or a mistaken negation. E confuses sufficient for necessary, and the mayor didn't do that, and E, we can't pick E. But D has to be true based only on the mayor's statements. So number 13, D.